Good morning, YouTube. It is December 14th, 2013. This is Big T Express bringing you another trucking video. Now, a few weeks ago, I posted a video about winter driving during a lake effect storm in Indiana on the toll road. And I also did one that will be posted hopefully before this one about driving in the ice storm in Texas. Now let's talk about driving in the winter in the mountains. I am on Interstate 90 in Idaho, just about ready to cross into Montana. I'm going eastbound. I'm bringing a load of live plants, actually kind of trees and shrubs, from Oregon to the Twin Cities area in Minnesota. And it's a perfect time. The sun's just coming up. Local time is around 8 o'clock in the morning. Maybe it's 7. I don't know if I've crossed into Mountain Time yet or if I'm still in Pacific. I think I'm on Pacific Time. But anyhow, as you can see, we're getting some snow. The roads are just wet at this point. They're not icy. Still have lots of spray coming off my tires. Now, the old wives' tale is if you have spray coming off your tires, it's not icy. That's not necessarily true. But in this case, I can actually still see liquid pools of water on the road. I got lots of spray coming off. I don't have anything frozen on my, you see my windshield isn't freezing up. That's just dirt. My mirrors aren't frozen up. They're still liquid. So that means the road is 99% sure still liquid and not freezing. Now, we got to cross the top of this pass. I forget the name of this pass, but it's on 990 on the Idaho-Montana border. My fellow truckers, if any ever actually watch these videos, would know the name of the pass. I just don't. I'm loaded light. I have right around 10 to 15,000 pounds. They never know the exact weight on these in the box. And that is a disadvantage in a truck on slippery roads because of traction. In the summertime, you know, light load, we're like, woo, yay, you fly up and down these mountain passes. In the wintertime, we're like, ah, crap. You know, now we got to be careful about traction, you know, more likely to have to throw chains. But I'm lucking out this time and checking the weather going across. We should be in fairly good shape. Now, I'm noticing here as we get to the top of this pass, the roads are starting to slush up some. Which is not cool. Oh, we'll just take it easy. The speed limit's 65. I'm doing about 45. Might have to back her down to 40 or so. I mean, because it really is, you can see, I mean, it's changing right before our eyes. This is kind of cool. But you guys really got to take it easy. They haven't put the chain law out, meaning it's not treacherous enough to put chains on yet. But I can tell you this, if I break traction just once, I'm going to pull over and put a set of chains on. So far, so good. We're keeping the RPMs down, keeping the speed down a little lower, just taking her easy up over the top. You see the big amber alert sign there is telling us caution, areas of ice ahead. And now we're going to hit the downhill. This is more treacherous than the uphill, because I can't be so reliant on Jake brakes. Matter of fact, until it stops slushing up, I will not use the Jake brakes. I've got to use the transmission and engine and my actual regular brakes to keep us going down the hill. You can see there's a big rig down here with his flashers on. That means he's taking it really slow going down the hill. He's being safe and being courteous also by letting us know behind him that he's not in any hurry. But I'd like to take you down to the bottom of this hill just to show you how rapidly conditions change. As you can see, as we're going down, the roads are already starting to lose that slush factor. They're going back to being wet. Now I'm catching this guy, and I'm doing less than 45. I'm doing about 43. I'm going to move over now, give him plenty of room. And the thing about passing on icy roads too is the right lane is more heavily traveled. So it's going to be more broken up, more dry, less icy than the left lane. So passing can sometimes be more dangerous than just waiting behind somebody for a while. Keep that in mind on these icy roads. The left lane is never as clean as the right lane. Now I'm just using slow and steady pressure on my brake pedal to keep me right at about 45 miles an hour. I'm not using my Jake brakes. Jake brakes will put more torque on my drive tires, which can cause them to break loose. And then the trailer will push my tractor sideways and I'll jackknife. One other thing that's important too is the company that I run under, I lease my equipment to, as in my tractor, I pull their trailers. And one thing I like about this particular company is that they are meticulous on maintenance. I know with confidence that the trailer I'm pulling behind me has been well maintained. I know that the brakes work well. The trailer's not going to try and push me down the hill. I know the tires are good. I know I'm safe with their equipment, is what I'm trying to say. And that's important. Anybody ever thinks about getting into trucking, man, there's more than just the pay. You got to look at. You got to look at their equipment. You got to look at their reputation. I mean, you got to look at everything. Talk to their drivers. Do they keep their promises? Do they get you home when they want to, when you need to be home? Do they keep you busy when you want to be busy? You know, do they pay what they tell you they're going to pay? Do they get you detention time? Do they get you, do they pay you to chain up? Do they do they pay you for extra stops? As in, like, if you have 2, 3, 4 deliveries or 2, 3, 4 pickups to make on the run. You got to look into all this stuff. I'm an owner-operator. I own the tractor. So I have to look at other things. What's their fuel surcharge? What's their percentage of the load that they pay to the tractor? Do they give me all of the fuel surcharge? Do they take a piece of that? What do they give me for drops and pickups? What do they give me for detention time? Some of the same stuff, but there's a lot of different stuff. What's their fuel discount program? Okay, would it be best to use their fuel program, third-party bill it, or would it be best to pay out of my pocket for fuel? Either way, don't get me wrong, you pay for the fuel, but you've got to decide, if it's worth paying a couple fees to use their program, and the fees are very small, like 80 cents a transaction, to get their discount. And with this company, yes, their discount is phenomenal. So I'll pay 80 cents to the third-party billing company to get fuel basically on credit, and then the company I'm leased to bills me when they pay me for the load. That also helps cash flow, because I don't have to worry about having $10,000 in the bank at all times to pay for fuel. It also helps with pay. Oh, and by the way, we're in Montana. We've reached the bottom of the chasm for the most part. And I'm rambling on about trucking and things you probably don't care about, but maybe we take a minute and just look at this beautiful scenery, as much as you can see through the fog. One thing I want to stress to you guys is just remember to be patient around trucks on the road. We're big, we're heavy, we're slow. We're not here to be in your way. We're here delivering goods that you need and want. Why is there fresh bananas in Duluth, Minnesota in December? Because a truck brought them up from the Mexican border, probably, or from the Gulf Coast. Why is there always fresh meat in the supermarket? Why are there always toys in the toilet? Why are there always Hot Wheels on the pegs? Because a truck brings them. It's anything you do today. You buy a cup of coffee, drive your car, buy some gasoline, sit in a warm house, use electricity. All of the things that make that stuff happen were brought to you by a truck and its driver. Have a good day, guys. Questions, comments, smart remarks, I'll take them all. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. If you don't like the video, tell me why, but be nice. Have a good day.